Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It's the day after Verona 2, Juventus 2. I just finished watching Lazio 1, Bologna 2. Bologna is doing a fantastic job also with Thiago Motta. I'm happy for them. It's always nice to see this kind of thing happening, but that's not why I am here. I'm here to speak about the draw of yesterday. I'm here to speak about the situation, and you know it. When I have my hoodie cap on, it means that the things are not going well. Well, yesterday before the game, I had a lot of fears. Fears that after the triple whistle of Di Bello, the referee, they were all confirmed. All of them. I was fearing and I was questioning me, will that team be able to get out of a difficult situation, a crisis situation? Because at Juve, when you do 1 point in 3 games, we are speaking about crisis. It is what it is. Whatever season we are speaking about, 1 point in 3 games, it is a crisis. I was really scared that in a moment like that, mentally, we were not strong enough to get out of the situation. And yesterday we saw it. My fears were yesterday totally confirmed. Yesterday after the game, Max Allegri spoke about a general reset that was needed urgently. And I totally agree. We need to reset everything. On the other side, and that's the first thing that I'm blaming to Max, because today I will blame a few things to Max Allegri. The first thing is, it's too late. It is too late. The consequences are huge because of these 4 points in 12 available points. Are huge. I wanted, and I asked for it, already a general reset here mentally after we said goodbye to the Scudetto in Milano, in the Giuseppe Meazza. Immediately after losing against Inter, I wanted that. Instead, 2 games, a horrible, let's put the label how it is, horrible loss against against Udinese, and then a chaotic draw against Verona. Well, this is the other thing that I am blaming to Max, or at least more or less the same here. It's not the fact that we play a beautiful game, attractive game, entertaining game, yes or no. I care, but until a certain point. This is important for me, but not my priority. But on the other side, I'm blaming the fact that we had a lack of reaction against 2 teams that are fighting to avoid relegation, Udinese, Verona. Perfect opportunities after losing against Inter to say, okay, we might have lost the dreams of the Scudetto, but everything that we had built until that moment, we don't want to throw it away. We were not perfect. We were far from perfection. We were far from what supporters were asking us to do, but at least we want to show that we build some things. We grew in terms of team value, in terms of individual value, in terms of a defensive solidity, in terms of fighting difficult moments, mentally, gaining experience, launching young players, seeing some patterns that were working, discovering new faces, new players. We are throwing everything away. It was a perfect opportunity against Udinese and Verona to say, we go, we win. Because if we were able to win these 2 games, and probably also the game against Frosinone Sunday at 12:30 p.m., well, what we had built until there would have made sense. Not perfect, but sense. Not enough, but sense. And if not sense for this season, especially for the future. A lot of time, and Max Allegri, and Giuntoli, and Scanavino are saying, we want to go back to victory. We want to go back to win. Maybe it will take a bit of time, but that's our ultimate goal, going back to victory where Juventus belongs. It will be a step by step, and it's hard for us to digest, to listen to this word, because as Juventini, you want to win immediately. Every single game, training games, you want to win. So it's difficult for us, but at least it would have made sense. Not winning this year, but at least being there. Today we risk to be 3rd if Milan wins against Monza, which is predictable because they will have that energy boot. They will have the conviction that they have an opportunity to do so. They can have stress and bottling the game, but I don't see it happening. Well, what I'm blaming to Max is that he couldn't find the words and the ways to get us out of that situation. Raising the attention level, especially after the press conference of Friday where he's saying, I am responsible for the team. I am the number 1 to blame if I was not able to get them out of the situation after the Udinese game. Well, yesterday it happened again. He tried, He tried with new solutions, with new men on the field, but he didn't find a way. So that's the first really thing that I'm blaming. The second thing, which usually I don't blame a lot, because I try to understand the whys. You are doing a choice, then I can like it, I can dislike, but there is always a why. Well, yesterday, I'm also blaming him because I described the game of yesterday, the draw of yesterday, as a chaotic draw. The exaggerated confusion that he created tactically yesterday after the horrible game against Udinese. This is also what I'm blaming Max. Tactically yesterday, we were a mess. Because you see that we try things that we are not even sure about. That we try things but we are not even 100% convinced about. Against Udinese, we tried Cambiaso on the left, Wea on the right. We change again against Verona, Kostic, Cambiaso. We change and we let Alexandro start against Verona, against Udinese, then not start. We try and we are not convinced. Even more clear is when we go in second half, it's already the second game that we are doing it, from a 3-5-2 to a 4-3-3 or 4 whatever you want to. And we do it, we try, but for 10 minutes, because yesterday we tried it after the first changes, we tried it to go towards a 4-3-3 from the 56 until the 66. Only 10 minutes. The first game against Verona, we play, I don't know why, confusion or whatever, misunderstanding with Yildiz and Chiesa on the left. I don't know who was playing on the right. Cambiaso was playing on the right. Now we play with Chiesa on the left, Yildiz on the right. So we try, we do, and then 10 minutes we don't like, we change again, we put Alcaraz in. Earlier we were all asking for Alcaraz, but you see, I don't see like conviction. Okay, this is plan A. And if plan A is not working, we know that we have plan B. And we believe in our plan B. And worst case scenario, if plan B is not working, we even have plan C. Well, yesterday I had like, okay, I will improvise a plan B. Let's see what it gives for 10 minutes. And if not, we'll try a plan C that I will see at the moment. And these are the things that yesterday I didn't appreciate for Max. And tactically, you know that it's not about beautiful game, not beautiful. Tactically, a lot of time I say, okay, it didn't work. It was not what I expected, but there was a way that it made sense. Now it didn't make sense. We play against Verona, Wea is right back. Cambiaso is playing offensively on the right. We play against Udinese. Cambiaso is not playing anymore offensively on the right, but who do we have? We have Yildiz, and then Cambiaso is playing as a mezzala with McKennie right back. You know, too much confusion that I personally didn't really appreciate it. If we are speaking only about the game of yesterday, what didn't I like? A lot of things I didn't like. For example, if you're able to give 9 shots on target to Verona, it's a problem. Okay, it's true, they had 0.57 expected goals, which are not big. The shots from the distance were not that dangerous, but if you're giving them 9 shots on target, it's too much. But on the other side, if you have 18 attempts and you go only 4 times on target, we have a problem. Something that I was asking in the live of yesterday, the match reaction, I said, I want us to be clinical. I want us to kill the game. I want that if we have an opportunity, we put that ball in the goal. What was not coming? Look at how many times we were able to enter the box and have a shot, a header, or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 attempts from inside the box. Only 4 on target. It's a problem. It's a problem. It is a big problem. Yesterday, which I didn't like in the first half, was the pass accuracy. We were after that fantastic, beautiful goal, Puskás award goal that we conceded. Can happen, but it happens at the 11th minute. Against Verona, we concede at the 16th minute, I believe. Don't remember, but early in the game, we concede and we become a mess. We become a mess. We are scared. We don't know what to do anymore. Look at the passes that we have, the difference. Verona, Juve, we are speaking about the relegation team. Juventus, passes in final third, 65% accuracy. Verona, 79% pass accuracy in final third. What are we speaking about? What are we speaking about? This is absolutely not okay. On top of that, in the second half, where you say, oh, it is 1-1. It was 1-1, then it becomes 2-2. But 1-1, 2-2, whatever. It's a draw. You need to go there. You know what? 38.5% were the duels won by Juve. 62% won by Verona. This is not how you enter the pitch with grinta, with lust, with envy. The players, it's difficult for me to speak about who played well yesterday because not a lot of players played well. Cambiaso, maybe I can save. The worst, according to me, was Gatti, that showed that in moments of nerve is not able to handle the situation. It's a pity, because I really appreciate the person, but yesterday he showed it again. When he's nervous, it's difficult for him. It's really difficult for him. I didn't like Locatelli. Slow. At a certain moment, first of all, he was playing as a fourth center back. Really too deep, really too slow. And it can happen twice, but not against Verona. When I watched the first game against Verona, he played nearly as a number 10. Now he plays as a center defender. Didn't like Rugani, didn't like... I'm missing a bit of McKennie. In the first half, he's touching only 19 times the ball. 19. Disappearing, Weston McKennie. He didn't play bad, but disappearing, Weston McKennie. I enjoyed the first moment of the game where we were really trying to involve Kenan Yildiz, and then he disappeared, or we were not able to find him anymore. Was not a fantastic game of Yildiz, but he showed, 1-2 times that he can do it. Yesterday, I personally really enjoyed Dusan Vlahovic, not only because of the penalty. It was an important one. I'm happy that he scored also on penalty after the few penalties that he missed. But I enjoyed the game of Dusan Vlahovic yesterday. I didn't like Kostic, but there were a lot of players that I didn't like, really, at all yesterday. Alcaraz is maybe a player that I liked. Also, the fact that he had the courage to go on target probably, I don't know, at the 94th and 30 seconds, if you go with the shots from that distance, maybe it's utopistic, but at least he has, at 21 years old, the courage to show us. But even before that, from the moment that he entered, he showed us, that he's a really offensive player with maybe what we need. A bit of that dynamism, that belief, no fear. We are looking for players with no fears, the players that they don't care, they go. Well, maybe Alcaraz can be that answer. I want to see more of him. We're already looking for alternate solutions with Tuttosport that is speaking about next gen that is doing 9 positive results in a row. Great for them to go out of a really dramatic situation. They are looking at the playoffs now, which is great, and not the relegations one, but the other ones, which is really great for next gen. After finding stability, after calling back players from loan, well, now they're speaking about a potential chance for Comenencia. Good player, really good player, that I didn't understand why he was playing as a mezzala in the beginning of the season, because he's really playing wide, and wide is delivering the most. Well, they're speaking about him being a possibility for Juve to get up in the first team or receiving some chances. I would say I don't know if it's a player that you have to take there to put on the bench and not giving him the opportunities. Let him play with the next gen. Let him continue to the next gen. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Now, I finished with 2 topics. The first one is yesterday Max Allegri that said, "Così non va," like this, it's not going okay, and I totally agree on that. But whatever, if it's Max or whatever he's saying, like this, it is not okay. I totally agree. Then Tuttosport is putting the real question. Max, quando torna la Juve? Max Allegri, when is Juventus coming back? And that's a big question that I would love to tell you. On Sunday, we start winning again. On Sunday, it's okay against Frosinone. We forget about that negative 4 games and we are back. But we need to have Juventus back immediately, because after Frosinone, I don't know if you know already, Napoli, Atalanta, Genoa, Lazio, Fiorentina, Derby della Mole against Torino, Milano, and then Roma. It will be extremely tough, so we need that big, huge mental reset as soon as possible. Scudetto, I don't even want to mention that word anymore on this channel, because congratulations to the Nerazzurri that deserve to win it this year. Now, even more difficulties for Juve, because medical update of Danilo, luckily it's not at crazy as we were fearing yesterday. So no fracture, and no ligament damage. So it's good for Danilo. But he will have like these 10, 15 days, probably missing 2 or 3 games with Juve. Will it be Giallo? That we will see. Will we insist on Alexandro? I have no idea. Will we see Rugani, that yesterday didn't play greatly? The miss of Bremer was big. Then, and that's the real last one, what hurts me is the defeat, because for me a draw or defeat is the same. Defeat, lack of reaction, everything that I told you. But what hurt me the most is that war that I'm seeing in my comment section. I'm not speaking about social media, other things. I don't care about that. I'm speaking about my home, our home, that is GJustjuve YouTube channel, where I start seeing fights and I don't hear we Juventini are in pain, we Juventini are suffering, we Juventini are sad, we Juventini, we want change, we want, which would be that we will speak about we Juventini, because we are all Juventini. But I start reading more and more and more, we the Allegri in, we think this. We the Allegri out, we think this. I made a video about it a few days ago where I told you that the message should be Juventus. Then, of course, you can criticize, because this is football. A coach, you can ask of a coach to be dismissed. You can ask for a coach to be renewed. You can have whatever opportunity, whatever ideas. And this, I repeat it. But starting to say we, the guys that want him out, we knew, we say, the people that want him, I don't like that. I don't like that, because it's creating bigger and bigger and bigger, a huge division. And that's hurting me, ragazzi. That is really hurting me. We all suffer the same. I suffer. People are suffering that want the good of the person, Max. People that want him out are suffering equally. We are in a bad moment. We all are. If we are not able to understand the message of someone else, the out and the in, we have a problem. If we are not able to open ourselves and to accept also that someone is thinking differently, we have a problem. But the only thing that we can't do is speaking about we, this part, and you, that part. We are together. Ragazzi, we are Juventini. We are Juventini. And on that one, I leave you. Grazie, forza, Juve. Ciao.